Language is limiting. We know this. It moves with us, it grows, it changes as words evolve. But no combination strung into a sentence, no attempt is ever truly enough to convey the human experience. But in those attempts is where the beauty lives. Books lined, libraries filled, philosophical dialogues handed down, questions asked. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? We wonder, aloud. All the films, art, TV shows, plays, operas, inspirations, immeasurable butterfly effect. It ripples out. And all of it is just an attempt to connect, to try to find the words that could possibly sum up it all. The words that we use are just the best that we have for now. So why not take a pause here and there, a moment to reflect? Our vocabularies are never finalized. That was never their design. So why not use this time to think about the ways we can change our language to make someone feel more loved, more seen, safer, at peace. Because the effort it takes to rewire our system never goes unnoticed. Kindness begets kindness. Love begets love. The first time you hear someone use your pronouns with an ease that symbolizes practice is one of the warmest literary hugs. And so that is why when I stand here to tell you who I am, I come with a proposal, a subtle shift. When I tell you my given name that I gave to myself, my pronouns that I learned over time, my sexuality, a word that helps me move through this world, please do not see me as coming out, but rather it is a choice I made to reintroduce myself to you as who I am on this day. It is not fixed, it is not linear. For all I know, it will change. But I do not come out because I was never away. So, let's go back in time. Picture this, it's 2009. Hi, my name's Emma. I'm 12, I'm in year 7. I go to an all-girls school, but I am so not a lesbian. All my primary school friends say girls' schools are for lesbians, but that is not me. Hello, I'm Team Edward. I love Twilight. That's like, what could I really say, you know? Hi, I'm Emma. I'm 13. I'm in year 8. I think I might be gay. My friends have all started calling me Eddie, and I guess it's because I'm such a tomboy. I used to think I wanted to be Kristen Stewart, but now I think I want to be the one kissing her. Hey, I'm in year 9. I'm the new kid now. I'm 14. I've just moved to a co-ed school, and everyone's calling me Bicky. My last name is Arnold, and someone thought it was Arnott's, like the biscuits, so it's my new nickname. I'm not going to complain. It's not like I could ask them to call me Eddie. It's hard enough being the new kid. Plus, I haven't even kissed anyone yet, and it feels like everyone else here has. Hey, I'm Vic. I'm in year 10, and I had my first kiss. And it was awesome. And then I had my first kiss again, because first I kissed a girl, and then I kissed a guy. Guess I'm bi. Hi, I'm Em. I'm year 11. I'm 16. And I have been feeling really weird at school lately. Sometimes I wake up and I feel awesome in my school uniform. When I get to wear the winter one with a tie, and then other times I just feel sick in a school dress. I don't even want to look at myself, and I don't know why. Hi, my name's Em, but it's short for Emmanuel. I'm going to change it when I'm 18. I'm in year 12 now, and I'm genderqueer. Can you believe that? I just found the word in the dictionary. That's right, I saw a post on the internet that said genderqueer is in the dictionary. You can look it up. And I read the definition, and it was like coming home. There's a word for how I feel. So far, only my little sister knows. She's the one who thought of my new name. I'm excited for what the future holds. Hey, I'm Emmanuel. I'm 21. I've been openly genderqueer for 4 years, and I thought it was a great idea to come out publicly during the same-sex marriage plebiscite. So I've been dealing with a lot of bold assumptions, a lot of misgendering. A lot of people still call me Emma, and they don't realise that that hurts me. But I've seen a lot of love too. Feeling held by this community is what makes it all right. Hey, I'm Manny. I'm 23, and that's a nickname my friend Mona gave me, which is great because it's a step away from Emma. So when I started my master's, I put down Manny, and now when people read my name, they don't assume I'm a girl, which is good, but that's because they're assuming I'm a boy, and I'm not sure if that's better. And also, people at uni keep calling me Maddie. Somehow that is even worse and stings more than being called Emma. I just don't feel seen. Good morning. My name is Manu. I've been using that name for 2 years and it feels good. It's short for Emmanuel. That's still me. I'm bisexual. I'm genderqueer, and I have been using they/them pronouns for a decade, and I have watched the world change in the way that it responds to that information. And that is who I am today. Whoa! I have had to renegotiate who I am with the people in my life so many times, but not at a single moment in time was I ever once hiding in a closet. Yes, there are real reasons why that language exists. Keep it in the closet was a way of communicating that it's safer to not talk about your sexuality publicly. But our understanding of the queer experience is evolving. We know it's not just about who you are with, it's how you show up in the world. When you decide to reintroduce yourself, that is a gift that you are offering, and you get to decide who is worthy of that, especially since it's not just a one-off. The reintroduction that you have with your family will be different to the one you have with your workplace, with your friends, with your teachers, with your grandparents, at your doctors, and so on and so on. And not at a single moment in time are you hiding. You are in the room. So what happens when we stop seeing it as coming out? What happens when we recognize that it's past, present, and future selves that make a person whole? What happens when we stop passing down the language of the closet and imagine something new? What happens when we tell all young people that they get to choose how they want to introduce themselves? What happens when people who might have only landed on a new name or pronoun later in life, or a label even, we're not telling them that you were closeted up until then? Let's reimagine these conversations with positive framing and make them something that we can look forward to be celebrated. The words that we use have a ripple effect, and there is always one that we can choose that shows that we love and care for the people in our lives. So if you are receiving that information, recognize that that is a gift you are being offered. When someone says, "This is who I am," they're reintroducing yourself. They are really saying, "I want you to know me." And that is a gift. But what comes first is the conversation you have with yourself. You are in charge of your inner landscape. And that's what I tell the young people that I work with. I've been in sharing circles where one young person will say, "I didn't really have to come out. My parents just kind of figured it out, and that's great." And they're sitting right next to another young person who is scared to speak their truth because they know that their family might kick them out. I don't want that young person to internalize that fear as a fault with them. Let's recognize that choosing to reintroduce yourself is a gift. It is an act of love. Yes. So it's just as valid, even if only one other person knows your name, your preferred pronouns, even if that one other person is you. So, what can we do to help shape those inner landscapes with positive framing? What happens when we start planting seeds with love instead of handing down language imbued with fear? What might grow in its place? Ask me again. If a tree falls in a forest and no one is around to hear it, does it make a sound? And I will tell you the wisdom I have gleaned from a life spent rejuvenating, watering my seeds. The gift of the queer experience is the introspection it affords. We are having conversations with ourselves that allow us to explore. So, I will once more offer a different way of seeing the world. If a tree falls in a forest, how can there be no one to hear its fall? As though the tree itself was not an eyewitness, as though the forest does not have ears and was listening the whole time. You know who you are, how you came to be, how you came to this place. And so we were never hiding. We were never away. We are not coming out. We are telling you who we are today. It's nice to meet you.